to another video. As you've seen the title, this is the review about Aero helmet. This is the specific model name is Aero Commander Carbon. This is the carbon specific model. There is a non-carbon specific model also. Now, actually, what are the features? See, uh, the point over here is that this is an ADV helmet, and there are also other street helmets which are actually carbon. Now, why did I prefer this? Obviously, those who have been going on long tours, long travels, obviously, you know that what is the importance of an ADV helmet, the amount of visibility these ADV helmets give, and its dual purpose effectiveness. You can actually remove this visor and you can actually put a standard motorbike or what do you say, motocross goggles into this. So it's much, it's a versatile helmet. Now, why this? This costed me something around 46,000. I had taken another option also, the Klim Krios Pro, which is actually a much better, but it costed something 20k more. Means it was something around 66,000. So that was kind of way over budget. It's actually value for money because it is made of coroid material, and this is 3K and EPS. That is sorry, this is 3K carbon and EPS, and that is 3K carbon and coroid. If you actually Google it, you will understand what is coroid. Now, coming to the main features. The main features is that you can actually go into three modes from this. You can actually remove the peak and use it as a street helmet. You can actually remove the visor, put a standard goggles, and use it as a MX helmet or a dirt bike helmet. And the amount of ventilation. Every helmet, or you say every adventure helmet, when you go on a long ride, the most important thing is the ventilation. This has good ventilation ports. Now this is a two-stage ventilation. This is the first opening and this is the second opening. It also has a filter inside this, which actually you can remove it and clean it. That's a very good feature. And the second ventilation port comes over here, just right above the visor. I hope you can see this. Yeah, it's right above this area. Now, the other mechanism. Now, every helmet should have an anti-fogging characteristic. So, first, before I come to that, we can just discuss what are the visor mechanisms and how the detents works. It has four detents modes: 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a complete opening section. Now, when you come to the last one, you have a small area that can allow airflow. It is not completely locked. I suppose you can hear this is the complete lock. Okay. So when you have it open a little bit, just above the lock, it helps in airflow inwards onto the visor. That helps in the anti-fogging characteristic. Now this visor is already anti-fog coated, but you know that after going on long trips and few cleanings and all soapy water washes and everything, this coating will just rub off. And along with the helmet, you receive a Pinlock 70. I have not yet inserted it. You can actually insert it. Now, those who do not know what is a Pinlock, it is a Pinlock insert is something which helps in the anti-fogging characteristics of a helmet. So it does not fog up. It creates a kind of a seal on the vision area, thereby that area does not get fogged, help by increasing the vision in rainy areas. Now, coming back to the ventilation, these are the exhaust ports. Suppose you can see, these are the exhaust ports, and these are fairly big. Now, weight, the main reason why I bought this helmet. This weighs about 1370 grams. Okay, so it's fairly, this is the size M. This weighs about 1370 grams. So it's fairly lightweight. Now, the cons, like you say, the demerits that I don't like about this helmet is that this visor mechanism, if you want to change the visor, you have to use a tool. You have to use a Allen key tool actually to remove the visor. And if you need to remove the peak, there are some like a kind of a thingy over here. You can actually remove these and this. This I've already removed it. I'll come to this. All these things you can remove. Just use a Phillips screwdriver, pop it out, and you have some closures for that. These are the closures that go over here. Now this thing, this is the closure that I removed from here. Now, why did I remove? There's an opening over here. This is the area where can get the where you can attach the action mount adapter that comes with the helmet. Now, I have already attached a J adapter. I'll just show you. I've already attached it. Now, this is the action mount adapter. You just need to pop out the thingy from there, and just you need to pop it into the slot, clip it, and there it stays. It does not come out. So this is a very good feature. Now, like if you're going for a street mode and you actually remove this, then remove the peak off. There, I told you you will be using a Phillips screwdriver over here and removing it. Remove the peak and attach this thing. This has a hole over here, just attached over here, and attached any kind of action mount over here. It is universally accepted. So that's also a very good feature. And this is the, what do you say, for the wind block. The wind block, if you actually can attach this thing over here into the indents that are available over here, and that will be it. Now, I wanted to attach an action mount over here, but it's actually not possible. So I have ordered a different kind of a chin mount, which is actually a long one. I'll just review it in the next video. I'll tell you what is it. It is a kind of a big one, and it has a center mount for action mounts. Or else, I'll have to go with an action mount over here and use 2-3 mounts and bring it to the center. That's complete. It will become bulky. So I'm going with this, and I'll see what is possible and all. Now this comes with a double D ring for safety, and for it actually is really comfortable. The liner is actually really comfortable. I told you this is the medium model, and this comes in 2 shell sizes. One for from the extra small to the medium, 1 shell size, and from the large above it is a different shell size. Now this is the so this will be the most thinnest form for this shell size. So, and like you say, this is actually DOT and ECE certified. This has not been certified by Sharp because it's a fairly new one, and I am one of the first customers in India. So this is all about it. If you have any doubts regarding this helmet or any other details you need to know about any kind of helmets, please put it in the comment section below, and I'll just note it down and start discussing about these things in the next video. Thank you.